When I did that the first time, I was like, hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Haley if you're new here, and as you read by the title, we're not going to prolong it any longer. I'm going to be showing you some productivity hacks that you can utilize on your iPhone. You might know a few of these, you might be surprised by a few of these. I know some of these, even in making this video, I now incorporate on my iPhone, interweaving it into my life now too. Hopefully by the end of this video it'll help you too. So let's just go ahead and get right into it. So the first one is more of a, I guess, networking or when you meet a new person type of tip, is to use the like extra information field on a contact when you put a new contact into your phone. So if I were creating a new contact, let's just say it is Jane Doe, and then here at the bottom where it says notes, this is where you could maybe write like a little bit about the person or something to kind of like jog your memory. If you were to go back through your contacts and be like, who's this random person, you quickly read the notes and it kind of gives you a little bit of context. If it's more in like a business sense, you can put obviously like the company that they're with. For me in school, I would put like, if we were in like a group project together, I would put like the class, like let's just say it's like Ag 101 or something, and then I would say like presentation project, and then it would let me know who the person is, why I needed them in my phone. So now I know it was for such and such class and we were working on XYZ project. You could also put that stuff like down here, like you could say Ag or something like that. So I think it's like a really neat hack that we don't probably utilize a lot with, you know, the contact notes feature, or even if it's something like has two sisters. It can be really simple stuff, but I think it just helps you not have to keep all that stuff in your head, and it makes it really easy to pick up where you left off as far as like your conversation with that person. So that would be my recommendation. And for each of them, I'll have the directions down below of how you can add this feature onto your phone if you don't already have it. Next, this one you probably are familiar with, but in case you're not, you can actually utilize your Notes app to scan documents, and I use this one quite frequently if I, you know, I'm being honest here. So it is so easy. You literally just tap scan documents. You scan the document. I'll do like a little quick screen record of me actually doing it. Makes it super easy, especially if there's something that you want to send to somebody and they need it as like a PDF, like a piece of paper or something. Scanning your documents is definitely the way to go. The next one is a personal fave, but really utilizing that reminders app. I have so many reminders in here and it literally keeps me on track. It reminds me of little random things that I need to do or get done. You can use it to make grocery lists. You can use it to remind you to pay certain things off, or to make sure that you're like tracking certain things, or if you have like routine things that you might kind of just forget just because it's so like inconsistent and frequent, you can put a reminder. So really utilizing that reminders app, I think it's like a golden nugget of a feature that we have on our iPhone that I've heard a lot of people don't utilize. So start utilizing it. And another cool thing about the reminders app is you can add like location too. So like when you're arriving home or when you're close to a certain location, it'll remind you. Lots of cool neat things with that. So the next thing is to create a notification summary. I know a lot of us, including me, are on our phones way too much, and a lot of it is caused by seeing notifications and they just like draw you in and you get sucked up into them. So if you are in a mode where you really want to focus, you don't want to get distracted, but you still want to know once you're done with that, like all the notifications that were happening, you can just create a notification summary, and it makes it super simple. You can schedule it. As you can see here, I have mine off right now, but you could like schedule when you want the summary. Here's a little pop-up of how all that works. So let's say continue. Obviously it shows my mail. I get a lot of things: Instagram, LinkedIn, messages, Snapchat. The list probably goes on. So I can decide, like let's say I want notification for Instagram and messages. So I add those two apps, and then I put when I want to have them notify me. So let's say like the first summary is like at 8 a.m. So you have that and you turn on notification summary, and then it's just gonna let me know all my notifications and share them with me at those two times. So you can add more times as you saw there. That way, if you're really like, I want to get in the zone, I don't want to get distracted or drawn in by my phone with like different notifications every day, I just wanted to let me know at these certain times of day. This is something new where I've actually added as like a feature on my phone. So far it's been very beneficial, so I would recommend. So some other, like, of course you all know about the new iOS 17 updates. I'm really not going to go into those because again, this is more focused on productivity, trying to help you stay productive, be productive. So things you can alter and do in your phone to help you be more succinct in that area. But the next thing is you can actually make your iPhone speaker louder. All you have to do is go to settings, music, then click on the EQ button, and then click late night, and you will definitely hear the difference. Thank me later. The next thing, I remember when I first unintentionally discovered it, and it was sharing passcode. You're somewhere and somebody's like, hey, what's the Wi-Fi passcode? Instead of sending it to them, you can literally have your device share it to their device, and I'm going to show you how. All you have to do is make sure that you're a contact in their phone and vice versa. Both of your Bluetooths are on, and then if you go to settings, it's gonna automatically like pop up asking, hey, you want to share this Wi-Fi passcode? Hey, do you want to receive this Wi-Fi passcode from so-and-so? And boom, you don't have to put in a whole long Wi-Fi complicated passcode thing. It'll just automatically share it. And when I did that the first time, I was like, pretty cool. Did not expect that. I will take it. The next thing is you can actually add captions to the bottom of your photos and videos. If you have an iPhone, obviously most of this is geared towards that because that's what I have. But if you are doing something, and I'm trying to find an example, and at the bottom, if you just kind of like swipe up, not like fully swipe, but like a slight swipe up, it will say add a caption. It could be beneficial to help you like document maybe what you were doing in the photo, like what was happening, almost like a little diary entry. Or for me, I like to use it if I'm going to be potentially posting something on like Instagram, little like mental note. I'll just kind of put that underneath, and that way if I swipe up later on, I'm like, huh, what was I thinking with this? If it's like in a folder, I can kind of see my mental notes about it. So I found it to be very useful. The next one is something that I also kind of unintentionally uncovered for myself, and it's the fact that you can actually change the brightness on your flashlight. How this works is you turn on the flashlight and you can basically hold down on the button, and then you're gonna see a whole bunch of bars, and you just pull them up and down, and it adjusts on the level of brightness, which I think is so cool. That one, I don't know how truly helpful it is, but it's still pretty neat, I think. One of the last ones that I have is you can actually add back your home button. If you're one of those people who was a ride or die home button person, this is definitely the hack you're gonna wanna know, and I'm gonna leave right here how to do it. I personally like the fact that I don't have a home button. I've gotten accustomed to it now, so I'm not gonna go through the whole steps of adding it back, but there is a way that you can, through the accessibility features, so you can add it back if you are a person who still kind of misses that whole home button feel. And the bonus last one that I have for you today is how you can make eye contact for real. So this is something that I believe came with iOS 17, but basically you can adjust your phone to where if I were, for example, looking at the viewfinder here, does that y'all, I would be able to look like I'm looking at you even though I'm not looking at the camera lens like I am now. That is something cool, especially if you're like on FaceTime, and most people don't actually think, let me look at the camera lens. They look at the person they're speaking to. That's down here on the screen. The technology adjusts so the other person looking at you, it looks like you are looking directly at them. You just go to setting, FaceTime, and you just click on eye contact. As you can see here, I already have it toggled on, and as it says here, it establishes a natural eye contact while on FaceTime. That all in all were all my productivity hacks that you can use right on your little iPhone. I think that these are definitely game changers, especially as we go into the new year and people have New Year's resolutions and goals, and they really want to refocus and refine their life. So I think that having things like this that can help you still utilize this very expensive piece of technology, because they are not cheap, but still use it in a way that helps you make the most out of your day, out of your life, and achieving your goals. Very important. If you did enjoy this video and you aren't already subscribed, go ahead and hit that button. It helps me out and helps you see more videos like this one for me, because you'll be getting them in your subscription box. But until next time, I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Bye guys.